I stood before my master with a heavy heart and told him I could no longer stay in this temple. My name is Kaito. The toxic words of others were slowly drowning my spirit every single day, and I wanted to find a quiet monastery. Master looked at me with deep eyes and asked what was wrong with this holy place where we lived and practiced. I told him that the other monks spent their whole day gossiping and playing politics instead of seeking truth. Their constant negativity was like a dark cloud over my head, and I could not focus on my spiritual life at all. My master nodded slowly and agreed to let me leave if I would do him one last favor before I walked away. He handed me a simple metal spoon and filled it to the very brim with clear water from the ancient stone well. You must carry this around the monastery and bring it back to me without spilling a single drop, he told me. If you can complete this task, I will give you my blessing to find a peaceful place where no one is negative. I took the spoon and gripped the handle tight while looking at the water that trembled with every small breath. I began my walk through the courtyard where the younger monks were usually laughing and making fun of my work. My eyes were locked on the silver spoon, and I moved my feet with the grace of a cat stalking through the grass. I passed by the kitchen, where the older monks usually sat to trade rumors about the temple leaders and the town. My heart beat fast, but I kept my gaze steady on the surface of the water as I stepped over the uneven stone. I walked past the garden where the lazy monks usually slept in the sun instead of pulling the weeds from the soil. Every step was a battle against the wind, but I refused to let the water spill onto the dusty ground beneath me. I returned to the master after 2 long hours with a happy face because the spoon was still completely full. I told him that I had succeeded, and now I was ready to leave for a place where people were kind and honest. Master smiled and asked if I heard the monks talking about politics while I was walking through the main gates. I told him that I did not hear a single word because I was too focused on the spoon in my trembling hand. He asked if I heard the monks gossiping about my mistakes, and I realized that the world had been silent to me. My master explained that the world is always full of noise, but we only hear what we choose to focus on daily. I realized that I did not need a new monastery because my own mind was the only place that needed to be quiet. When you are fully focused on your purpose and your goals, the negative words of others become nothing but noise. I am Kaito, and I stayed to find peace within myself while the world around me continued its loud and busy song.